Have you ever thought about how much time you truly spend on your phone? One day versus a year? Scientists have concluded that you spend 2 hours and 51 minutes, nearly 3 hours, in one day on your phone. Going even deeper into that stat, we can conclude that in a year, you spend 914 hours and 4 minutes on your phone. Going even deeper from that, in a decade, you spend 9,144 hours on your phone. Whether it be from playing games, checking the time, texting friends, calling, or just playing around. Today we're going to look at the jaw-dropping facts that no one ever knew, or maybe you have, about how much time you truly spend on your smartphone. We as Americans have learned to love the new technology that God has graciously given us with our amazing smartphones, our smart TVs, and now our smart watches. Evolution has given us a lot to think about, from how much time you spend on your smartphone, how much time you spend on your TV, but today we're going to look really into how much time you truly spend on your smartphone. We're going to look into the amount of time you spend on your smartphone, the amount of time we spend on social media in our smartphone, and the amount of time we use for entertainment on our smartphone. Entertainment being watching YouTube, social media, playing games, like my personal favorite, Clash Royale, but we're not getting into that. Let us now dive into the jaw-dropping, unbelievable facts about how much time you really spend on your smartphone. Being the teenager that I am, I spend quite a bit of time on my phone. I'm even using it now to record this speech for you. But is it really worth it to spend 900 hours a year on your phone? Looking at the stats from eMarketer.com, from 2012 to 2018, eMarketer has concluded that in-app and mobile web are the main reasons that you are on your smartphone. Yes, I know there are many more, such as texting and calling, and the real reason why we should use our phone. But in-app and mobile web have become a really big contributor to why people actually get a new phone. As you can see here, it's unbelievable and pretty jaw-dropping if you ask me, from how much time we spend in these two categories alone on our phone. New data from Nielsen shows that US Android and iPhone users spend 65% more time on their phones than they have in the past 2 years. This is mainly because of in-app usage, shown in the graph before. It plays a big role in why people buy smartphones nowadays, whether it be to play online with their friends, or because of the new technology that iPhone may have that Android may not, or vice versa. However, we do know that as age grows, phone usage goes down. No grandma is always on their phone watching YouTube or playing Clash Royale against me or something like that, but who knows? But it is very, very, very interesting to know that we spent 65% more, that's over half, nearly 3/4 of how much we have spent in the past 2 years. Now onto the most notable reason why we spend so much time on our phone: social media. Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram all play a huge role on why people spend so much time on their phone a day. The reason for this is simultaneous usage. For example, if you're watching TV for an hour while surfing the web, which most people do, you can't really deny it. That's 2 combined hours of real social media, even if it doesn't come from your phone. But most of it probably does. Surfing the web while watching some show that all the commercials go through advertising their product. That's 2 hours of social media not coming from your phone, but from both TV and your phone. Even though the phone does play a lot more than the TV does. Looking at the graph provided, we can determine that there are many more reasons we use our smartphones every day rather than just to call. Fun fact, calling isn't even on this chart. As we can see, social media does play a huge role on the reasons why we have our smartphones. While on Facebook or YouTube, we never really realize how much time we actually spend using those products. And we never really use our smartphones for the proper usage anymore, except to text, which makes about 15% of this graph. Now transitioning to my third point of my speech, how we find our smartphones so darn entertaining. I, like I've said before, use mobile games and multiplayer games with my friends on my smartphone. But there's a lot more than there is to that. There are educational games, multiplayer games, and a lot of reasons why people use their smartphone so much for entertainment. We all find it entertaining to use this little screen anywhere on the go. Almost half of the top 100 selling education apps in the iTunes App Store were for preschool or elementary age children in November 2009, according to a content analysis by John Gann's Cooney Center, which promotes digital media technologies to advance children's learning. However, education is not the only reason we use our smartphones, like I've stated before. There are just so many apps that we can't stop playing, and honestly, it makes me not want to press the home button on my phone anymore. As we could see in the graph provided, even Facebook has taken advantage of this weird desire that every smartphone user has, the desire to play games on their phone. Facebook has produced many games such as Candy Crush, Clash of Clans, 8-Ball Pool, Subway Surfers, and Dragon City. I'm even a victim of each and every one of these games. They've come to a realization that if people want to play games, develop games through Facebook so people can download Facebook. This is one common reason why Facebook is so popular nowadays, and it's mainly because of the games and not even the real usage, which is to post stuff about your meal or how your day's going and stuff like that. In conclusion, you can see that there are many reasons why people stay on their phones so much. Social media obviously takes the cake with all the products that they produce like Snapchat, Instagram, and many more like I provided before. But all I ask of my audience is to be safe. Don't waste your entire life on your smartphone. There's a whole nother world out there, full of adventure and excitement. Go out and live it. Don't spend any time more than you have to on your phone. I, for one, even need to realize this. Life is meant to be lived with excitement and adventure. And it's really not worth 9,144 hours a decade spent on your phone. That's 9,144 hours you could be socializing and not on social media. Thank you so much to each and every one of my audiences that listened to my speech today.